In our series on the kings of Judah and their prophets, we're focusing on Hezekiah, Isaiah, and Micah, fellow pilgrims on this journey through Judah's royal tapestry. We arrive today at a reign that shines like a beacon in the encroaching darkness, the era of King Hezekiah. His years upon the throne, from 715 to 686 BCE, mark a pivotal chapter, a testament to what is possible when a king, and indeed a nation, chooses faith over fear and devotion over idolatry. Hezekiah ascended to power in the shadow of profound spiritual decay. His father Ahaz had plunged Judah into deep apostasy, opening the doors of the temple to pagan altars, sacrificing his own son in fire, and even shutting the doors of the house of the Lord. The kingdom was morally compromised, politically vulnerable, and teetering on the brink of disaster, caught between the suffocating grip of Assyrian power and its own internal corruption. But Hezekiah was different. From the very beginning, his heart was set on the Lord. The scriptures record, he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, just as his father David had done. 2 Kings 18:3. This was no faint praise. It was the echo of Judah's golden age. And Hezekiah didn't merely dabble in righteousness. He spearheaded a radical, sweeping religious reformation. He shattered the bronze serpent Moses had made, which had become an object of idolatry. He tore down the high places, smashed the sacred stones, and cut down the Asherah poles, symbols of generations of spiritual compromise. He cleansed and reconsecrated the temple, restoring the Passover and other sacred festivals, inviting all of Judah and even remnants of Israel to return to true worship. Imagine the audacity, the courage it took to confront entrenched religious practices, to challenge the very traditions that had become idols. This wasn't just administrative reform, it was a spiritual revolution, designed to turn the hearts of a wayward people back to the one true God. And what voices echoed in Hezekiah's court, guiding and challenging him? None other than the colossal figures we have met before, Isaiah and Micah. Isaiah, the royal prophet, the prophet of the Holy One of Israel, was Hezekiah's primary spiritual counselor. During Ahaz's reign, Isaiah had thundered warnings of Assyrian invasion and divine judgment. Now under Hezekiah, his role shifted. While still calling for righteousness, Isaiah became a beacon of hope and steadfast faith. The relentless siege of Jerusalem by the mighty Assyrian king Sennacherib. Sennacherib had already devoured city after city, leaving a trail of destruction across Judah. Hezekiah had paid tribute, but it wasn't enough. The Assyrian general, the Rabashah, stood before the walls of Jerusalem, taunting the people, blaspheming the Lord, urging surrender. Fear gripped the city, but Hezekiah, in a moment of profound faith and humility, turned not to foreign alliances, but to God and to his prophet Isaiah. Isaiah's message to Hezekiah was unwavering. Do not be afraid of what you have heard. I will put a spirit in him so that he will hear a rumor and return to his own country, and there I will have him cut down by the sword. 2 Kings 19:6-7. And history records the miraculous intervention. 185,000 Assyrian soldiers struck down by the angel of the Lord in a single night. Sennacherib retreated, and Jerusalem was saved. It was a stunning vindication of faith, a powerful demonstration that God fights for his people when they truly trust in him. And let us not forget Micah, the prophet whose voice resonated with the common people, who relentlessly called for justice. While Isaiah focused often on the political and spiritual state of the royal court and the nation's destiny, Micah pierced the heart of social corruption, the exploitation of the poor, the greedy landowners, the false prophets. His searing indictment of injustice served as a moral compass during Hezekiah's reformation, reinforcing the truth that the true worship is inseparable from ethical living. The Reformation wasn't just about smashing idols, it was about living justly, loving mercy, and walking humbly with God, the very essence of Micah's message. Hezekiah's reign was not without its human frailties. There was a moment of pride after his miraculous recovery from illness, when he showed all his treasures to the Babylonian envoys, a foolish act that Isaiah immediately condemned, predicting future exile. It reminds us that even the best among us are prone to error, and that humility must be a constant companion. Yet Hezekiah's enduring legacy is one of remarkable faith and courageous leadership. He inherited a kingdom in spiritual ruins, and through radical obedience, he brought it to the precipice of national revival. He learned to trust God in the face of impossible odds. What can we learn from Hezekiah? First, courageous leadership is often a return to fundamental truths. Hezekiah didn't invent new laws, he enforced ancient ones, challenging a complacent society to rediscover its covenant with God. Second, faith is not passive, it is active trust, especially in crisis. Hezekiah didn't just pray, he acted. He reformed, and then he trusted when all human hope was lost. Third, the prophetic voice is essential, even for good kings. Isaiah and Micah wasn't just merely cheerleaders, they were truth-tellers, challenging and guiding Hezekiah towards deeper obedience and greater wisdom. Hezekiah's story is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest hours, amidst political turmoil and spiritual apathy, one person's devotion, fueled by divine guidance, can ignite a reformation and witness God's miraculous power. May we, like Hezekiah, have the courage to cleanse our own high places, to turn our hearts fully to the Lord, and to listen to the prophetic voices that call us to justice, mercy, and a humble walk with our God. I hope you enjoyed this. God bless you. Have a good day.
If these teachings bless you and you feel led to give, your support helps us share God's word freely. Scan the QR code to partner with us in this ministry. Thank you, and God bless.